Wow. 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 Chapter 233. Wow. Oh my God. Now, I know you guys like, why are you making those faces? Why is it taking so long to get into the what up, everybody? Yo, the reason behind this is it's like I've been told like, hey, Doflamingo's a guy you're gonna like, right? Like that's the guy that you're gonna like when he shows up, okay? He just showed up and like his design is, oh my God, yo, his design's awesome. But then the other thing, like you look at this chapter, is so much going on, okay? Like first of all, Luffy hit Bellamy so hard, his fist print was still in his face. Wow, that is crazy. That is crazy, man. Yo, wow. I'm gonna have to cut some of this stuff out. Fuck it, I'm gonna leave it in there, man, because this is the whole thing. You know, we're supposed to be enjoying the series from the very beginning together, and you guys are seeing my fresh raw reactions when I record these. So wow, that is crazy. Luffy hit him that hard, and to watch the reaction where everybody's like, oh my God, he really is worth 100 million berries. Like to see that, and then to watch the fallout where you're looking at it and Zoro's just like, yeah, I didn't need to go with Luffy. If I would have went with Luffy, it'd have been overkill. That's basically what Zoro says, because he said that those guys aren't even worth it. In fact, he says, quote, they're heartbreaking. So just to know that if Zoro would have went, it would have gotten a whole hell of a lot worse. Like, I have a feeling this might have turned out to be worse than Zoro taking out all the members of Baroque Works, man. Like, this was crazy. Like, the underlings. So to watch this, and then to go a few pages later, and to see how Luffy is walking out, and he's got the gold, and they ask him, where are you going? He's like, I'm going to the sky. Where else? It's literally like this. And it's like he's still rewriting their belief of big dreams don't belong on the Grand Line, the new age of pirates. See, basically, Luffy is a symbolism that the older age is still there. And Oda continues to hammer it in. I had a feeling that he was going somewhere because this was a longer chapter, because we're watching Buggy, and he's on the wrong island. He's digging for some type of captain's treasure and everything. I like how Oda just brought Buggy and the crew back in, and gotta say, Alvida, nice. Like, I'm still getting used to a new design. Nice, that's really good, man. Oda can't draw women for shit, don't get me wrong. Like, his designs for women leave a lot to be desired, but nice, I like that. You know, Alvida got on the Jenny Craig diet, basically. Like, I like that. So, that was cool, but Buggy's whole thing is, it's like they're worth $160 million berries a piece. So when we finally capture them and bring them down, that's all right. That's all right, because that'll make our reputation even more, right? And it's a very solid plan, but you have to become strong enough to actually capture them. That's the only problem with that. It really feels like Luffy's just leapfrogged everyone in the East Blue at this point. So I don't know how Buggy will be able to do that. But then to watch the transition where Ace just shows up, and Ace is like, oh, you guys got food, and he's eating and falling asleep. Like, the comedy with Ace is cool, but to watch how Ace's name, where they say it's Fire Fist, and to watch how Ace just strikes fear into their hearts. And even Buggy says himself, like, you don't touch Ace, because the thing about Whitebeard is Whitebeard, and I didn't know this is cool, Whitebeard is the only person who has fought Gold Roger and lived to tell about it. So that tells you that Ace's commander, really, really powerful, and I feel like at some point Luffy's gonna have to fight him. Like, I know Ace is his brother, so I wonder how that would kind of play in. But I feel like Luffy would have to fight him simply for the fact that Buggy says that Whitebeard is the closest thing to the One Piece. And since that's the case, that means Whitebeard is probably going to be the final one standing in. In fact, it's too early for me to say this, okay? And this might be more of like my writing style coming out. I really feel like it would be appropriate to have Whitebeard or somebody from Gold Roger's crew to be the final villain for One Piece. Like that last person who stands between Luffy and becoming king of the pirates. So that would be cool to see if it's something like that. But I definitely feel like this is maybe Oda setting some foreshadowing together, you know, building a foundation for a Luffy, Whitebeard type confrontation. So that was cool to see that. And I have a feeling Ace is going to be some kind of way to connect that in, simply for the fact that Ace is his brother, and Buggy said anyone who touches Ace, that's it. Like, that's it. Whitebeard doesn't play that. So that was cool. The other thing is you have this meeting with the 7, what are they called? The 7 supreme leaders of the world government, the 5 elders. So to have that, and they're saying that Luffy is a problem they can no longer ignore, that's cool. Like, that shows you, like, what I've been saying about Luffy's legacy growing. It really is. And I like how they just mentioned Shanks, and they're like, Shanks is on the move. He physically hasn't moved, but, you know, Shanks has been sending out, you know, envoys at this point. So it's like, what is Shanks doing? You know, he's on the Grand Line somewhere. And this, oh man, this is cool. Like, this is literally like reading a chess game taking place. And I don't know what Shanks' motives are, but it's interesting now. I'm really wondering, is Shanks maybe going to be an enemy or something? I don't think that's the case. That'd be messed up if Shanks was the final villain. I don't see that happening, you know, but the thing is one of the supreme leaders says, well, I don't know Shanks' goals, but I don't think that world domination is part of it. So to see that, that's really interesting to know that Oda is teasing a re-interest of Shanks. And it really makes me wonder how powerful Shanks is, because they mention him in the same breath as, or the same conversation as having to replace somebody for Crocodile. So it's really seeming like Shanks, more than likely, is one of the top tier dudes in the One Piece universe. Like, I would say that if Crocodile was like the entry level for the 7 warlords, if they're mentioning Shanks in this reference, and now they're bringing in Doflamingo and who is it, Bartholomew, if they're having those 2 in there, Shanks has got to be stronger than them. Got to be stronger. In fact, the fact that they say that it will be very dangerous to have Shanks and I believe Whitebeard, to have those 2 meet up would be catastrophic. And that's why I said, like, Shanks has got to be super OP, because Whitebeard went toe-to-toe with Gold Roger, and he lived to tell about it. And if they're saying that Shanks and him meeting up could lead to something catastrophic, which is a very big word. You know, one thing that, you know, when you write, you pay attention to the words that you use. And so I don't think Oda has thrown that word out lightly. This isn't like when I read a Hiro Mashima fairy tale, or when I read a Mamashi Kishimoto, Naruto, where sometimes the words don't really fit the characters. Oda's right there with Togashi with me, where he's earned the right where I pay attention to the language, the specific language that is used by the characters, because there's usually some type of weight behind it. The same tropes is still there. You know, you got the idiot main character, you have the useless helpers, you know, useless in terms of power scaling. You have the friendship trope. So, I mean, everything is still there, but, you know, I respect Oda enough craft-wise to where I do pay attention to language, and catastrophic is a big word, because that literally means that these 2, it's like an explosion, you know? It's literally, I guess the best way to put this, it will be literally like if Beerus met, well, fuck, Beerus is overpowered in Dragon Ball Super. Okay, it's literally like if you had Mystic Gohan and Goku from Battle of Gods fight each other, right? At that point, if those 2 fought, there would be so much damage if they went all the way out that they wouldn't be able to contain it, you know? So that would be very interesting to see that, you know, just to see those 2 kind of interact, Shanks and Whitebeard. But I get the feeling that this isn't going to happen, because Shanks, last time we saw him, he was holed up on an island, so I don't think that Shanks is going to move for some time. And given Oda's very slow pacing, more than likely this is going to be like probably 200 chapters before he even starts moving out. But that's it for this review, guys. My chapter question is between Doflamingo and Bartholomew, right? I have 2 questions, by the way. Between those 2, whose design were you more impressed with? I'm more impressed with Doflamingo, man. Like that little, look like the feathers and stuff, like peacock feathers or something. I like that. You know, peacock strut around, so that's cool. And the other question I have for you guys is, what did you think about this mentioning of Shanks? What do you think his goals were? Yeah, this is a multi-layered question. What did you think about the mention of Shanks? What did you think his goals were? And tell me Did you come to the same conclusion that I did that Shanks has got to be OP as hell? Well, guys, that's it for this review. If you like anything I had to say, hit that like button, comment, rate, subscribe, share. I will greatly appreciate it. That's it.